Hi, everybody. Hello. My name is Simone. I started this business about 4 years ago. And when I started, I just, straight away, I see a big opportunity because I was looking for one. But in here, we're going to show you another opportunity. When I started, I really, for me, was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Everybody needs to listen to that. And I was about to be healthy. I already healthy, so that's why I was looking for, okay, can I work with this? Because it's amazing. But when I start to see the result in some people, then it's really touched me. Because when you start for business, you say, okay, I want to work with this is amazing. But when you start to see results and people's life, is really affect you a different way. And for me, this has been first now. First, I need to help people because I know this is really, really work. And then, of course, after we can do something like for business and have a money as well. But it's nothing more than you see the results. And that's why here we say the opportunity of a lifetime has arrived. And for me, this phrase is say everything because you can have a lot of money, but if you don't have your health and if you're sick, you don't care about the money you have. You can have a nice car, people can call you for travel. You don't care. You don't want it because your health is not good. So how can you go anywhere? So that's why it's for me, the first thing we need to look is how about our life. What we eat today is going to affect our life tomorrow. And this is really is work this because sometimes we see so many people sick and you say, what's going on? Today we have so much knowledge about so many things and the people still get sick. How is that? And then for me, this has come just 4 years ago. I didn't have an idea about it. I knew about the chemical they've been put in the plantation. Okay, I know, but I didn't think about how it started affecting because then I start changing. I start changing the food for more organic. I change my sugar, I change my milk, I change my oil, and then I start changing because I see this is the best I need to do to be healthy in my house. But still, sometimes because I'm busy, I just pass something, get just a sandwich for me to carry on work because I'm so busy work all day driving up and down. I didn't think about, no, I eat it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna eat better. Today I'm gonna just eat something very quickly. And then because next day I was busy again, I didn't realize when I see my whole week, I've been eating this fast food. I've been eating crisp, I've been eating burger, and was not good food for every day. If you go sometimes you get something okay, but when you put this in your life every single day, you're gonna be affected later. Definitely, there's no way you're not gonna be affected with this food you eat every day, because this is making your body very acid. And it's something amazing. What I find out as well 4 years ago is about this. I think this, everybody should know this. Everybody need to know this. The guy, this Dr. Otto, he got a Nobel Prize in 1931. Can you imagine? In 1931, he got a Nobel Prize because he found out how the cancer develop. And when you think about the acidity of the blood, and it's about what? What we eat, isn't it? Make our blood acid. So we need to be careful what is that in the lake oxygen. So the cancer develop where? In these two basic conditions. And now every day we have like soft drink. We don't realize how acid we're gonna make our body. For someone is sick, the doctor say, okay, you just allowed to eat this. You're not allowed to eat. They give you like what you're gonna eat. And you cannot try like, oh, can I drink this and you're not gonna want it because you don't want to feed the cancer. So that's the problem. People sometimes, okay, I'm healthy, I can eat everything. Good. But we still need to be careful because when someone is sick, they need to really look what can I eat because they don't want to feed the cancer. They need to cut everything. So for not that, like people say, okay, Simone, but How can I make my body better? Okay, I'm gonna tell you later, but how about the factor of free radical? What is the free radical in our body? How is look like the, because this is supposed to be like normal, like this is normal. But when you have excess of the free radical, this is the problem, because it starts to destroy everything. It's like a little dot. You have a little point in there in your fridge or in your car or somewhere. Like in Brazil, we have a lot in the car when people live in the beach. And then they start a little bit. And then when you look, it's destroy everything. Yeah, the rust start to go in your car and destroy everything. So why? It is the same for us. So the food we eat, the stress we been have, because this really affect our face or our skin as well. You can see someone very, very stressed, and then you can see like, oh my God, this person look much older than they are. Why? Too much stress, the food they eat. So the positive, of course, we have the positive, like I showed you before, is good. Some part is good. We needed the free radical in our body to the immunity, to help our immunity go up, to healing. When you hurting ourselves, is healing quickly. So we need this. But when you have excess of the free radical, that is the problem. That started the problem. And then now we can see the people's face. We can see them say, oh, let's go, let's start it. And I'm gonna tell you, for me it was amazing to know that. But like in December, I believe it was December, I went to do a skincare, and the lady put a machine in my face. When she put the machine in my skin, showed 33 years old. When I told her I'm 57, she was in shock, because she said this has never happened there. And of course, I told her what's happened. I've been drinking a good water, what I'm gonna tell you guys what about. And then she was really shocked. I was not just drinking, but I pass in my face this water every single day. And that she's straight. I want this. I want that, because this is really shocked me. I never treat anybody like that. Always, when I started the procedure to clean the face, it showed me always like 20 years, 15 years older. And for you, it started young, like 33 and 33 years old, and I'm 57, was really shocked her. So that's why we say today, like, our body is 70% water. When you think about it, 70% is your body's water. So even you look after your health, you eat well, you go to the gym, you do everything. Say, I sleep early, I do everything. But which kind of water you put in your body? Isn't it, Leroy? Sometimes really the people don't have idea which kind of water they put in the body. They just drink to kill the thirst. Like, I'm thirsty, I need the water. I just get my glass of water, drink, and that's it. Isn't it, Leroy? We just think it's that. Water is just for drinking. Water is water. Water is all the same. I'm thirsty. I just need to drink a glass of water. I don't care which kind of water. Some people really don't care. They get tap water. It doesn't matter where they go. They say, no, just give me a glass of water. That's it. And then when we start to know, like for me, I was in shock to know the water is not just to kill your thirst. It's much, much more than that. It's a big part of your life. 70% of your body is water. So you need to drink water every single day. So you can stay a few days without food. Like even 1 month you can stay without food. But you cannot even think about to stay without the water. Isn't it? So it's something like we need to think, okay, if my body needs the water, which kind of water I'm putting? It's like you have a car. Leroy always say about that. If you have amazing car, isn't it, Leroy? You always talk about that. Which kind of petrol you're gonna put? The cheaper one? I went to a meeting yesterday, and the lady, she say she was in love with the car, and it was the one car she wanted. And then they went to buy, because she finally have the money to buy. She said, okay, let's go. And the first question the husband asked, say, this is how much is I going to spend in petrol in this car? And then the guy say, yeah, for person who buy this car, going to spend a lot in money in the petrol. But they bought the car, went home. What their husband started did, they put it very cheap, the cheap what? The cheaper petrol in the car. And she gives you so much headache all the time. The car is stuck. It doesn't like horrible. She said, the guy sold this car. This car is no good. And then, of course, they took the car to the mechanic. The problem was the petrol they was put in the car. Can you
Wow.
imagine it? You need to put the more expensive because the
Mm-hmm.
car is very expensive. How about our body? Who's gonna drive this car? Who wants to have this
Exactly.
car? So how about that? And we know if our body is 70%, and if you don't feed your body with 70% water, they're gonna get somewhere. Your body, your cells need the water. He need to say, okay, give me water, give me water. It's like us, if you are in the desert, don't have anything, just sand everywhere. And you say, my God, I need water, I need water. If you find a dirty lake, you're gonna drink from that. You're gonna drink from that because it's the only water. And then you say, you know what? I'm gonna stay here. At least I have this dirty lake, but it's water. I can drink that. So if you compare yourself with someone, this person who is there, with yourself who is being the seat, drink a good water, who gonna live longer? If you put it two, okay, let's compare. The person will be drinking dirty water, the person being drinking clean water, filter everything properly, minerals, everything in there. Because it was in America, it's coming, they did a test and the scientists find out the person who doesn't drink enough water, in special who does, like I say, okay, I'm supposed to drink 3 liters, they drink one and just a little bit, just to kill the thirst. And they did a test in animals and people, and they realized who doesn't drink enough water, and especially not good water, you can it's like you can die in 15 years less than if you are drinking good water. And when I heard that, I was like, oh my God, it's too much. 15 years is too much. It's too long. No, it can be 15 years. But if you think about the person who drink good water and the dirt water, then you start saying, oops. And if you don't drink enough water for your body need it, your cell need it. So your cells is gonna get from somewhere. They need to get from your brain, and then because your brain 80% is your brain's water, so then you start to have a headache. You don't know why you have a headache. It's because the water your brain is giving. Then you cannot think clear. You're always tired. Why? Because the water. Then is the worst. If you then he's go from your intestine, and that was when I think about. I say, okay, this is dirt. This is dirt water when you think about. So if you have to swim, I say, okay, I go to swim. Where is the beach you go? When it's dirt, you cannot even see anything. Or the one is like I went to Brazil 2 months ago. It was like a paradise. The water was like amazing. So it's different water. Some beach is amazing. Some beach is not so much. It's dirty. So always you want the best for you. When you see, you want the best. If you have to choose, okay, if you can go to this swimming pool or you can go to that one, and you look, one dirt, one is clean. Which one you're gonna go? You go to the clean one. You don't want to go to the dirt one because you can see. But when you drink water, you don't see what's inside. And then you say, okay, any water is good. But when you see the results from drink a good water, then you're gonna say, no, 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 I want a good water. And that's why we're gonna talk a lot about how can we reduce the acid in the free radical in our body. How can we do that, man? Okay, let's go talk about this. Because the magnetized water we're gonna present to you is something really, really amazing. And like I say, when you see like me and Leroy, I go everywhere. I just arrived. I was in London. I went to do a presentation there as well about this water. When you have this in your water, this is gonna make a big difference. Why? So we know the water is H2O. Yeah. When the water is H2O, we are gonna put it. This is the product we're gonna talk about. This is the product I am tell everybody about this. You look like you cannot imagine how powerful is this product. Inside is magnetic, but outside infrared to help to what? Break the molecules. And then it's gonna dissociate. Can you imagine? This is gonna dissociate the H2O. It's gonna separate how powerful to separate, dissociate the H2O. This was a test. So this is what I'm saying is really proven. Yeah, there was scientific proof about this. So it separates the H2O. So become all H negative in one side and H positive in the other side. So it's separate. Straight away, when the OH negative separates, it's going to react with the minerals in the water. All water is got minerals, but some is rich, some is poor in minerals. If your water is poor in minerals, then we have this one. This is called top H plus. Inside is minerals and it's called dolomites. And these dolomites give you calcium and magnesium to your water. And this is amazing, isn't it, Leroy? Do you
Absolutely.
want to say something more
Game
about?
changer.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, using this the amazing process of that whole disassociation is one thing. Then adding the minerals, the calcium and the magnesium into the mix, that really is something else. As you see there, it creates that alkaline hydroxides, getting rid of that acidity that we have in our bodies. The excess, I should say, because, our bodies do need, part of our bodies do need to be acid. But for the majority, we need to be alkaline. We've got so many things that are causing our body to be in this state of disease, and this helps. This calcium, magnesium, this amazing dolomite stone. I never came across it before. Helping reduces the body's acidity with ease. It's just it's a really great addition to the whole magnetized breakdown of the water.
yeah. And it's
Yeah.
amazing how this dissociates. And because, of course, when some water has got a mineral, so it's perfect. But sometimes they don't have enough minerals. So more minerals you have in your water, better
Yeah.
for you, isn't it, for your
That's a
body?
good point. Yeah, absolutely. Very good
And
point.
then, yeah, plus the 80 plus. And when you think like, okay, Simone, what's happened to him? He was left behind the H positive. What's happened to that? And this is amazing, isn't it, Leroy?
Yeah, yeah. That's this is whole process. When we drink that water, the two things that we're really trying to get over is the excess. We need free radicals, but the excess of them is what the problem is. And so when you drink this water, having that whole combination, the hydrogen ions reacting with the excess free radicals, uh, creating water, forming water. It's amazing. So, this is a product that will get your body moving. Right? When you drink
Yeah,
this product, you're gonna know about it. You are gonna go to the washroom. It is gonna get rid of toxins. It's gonna get you. And even if you're somebody who drinks a lot, unlike myself, I didn't drink a lot of water, right? So I was struggling to drink a lot of water. Didn't like the taste of it too tough, and it was a struggle. And so having this, oh my goodness, now I'm the other way. I'm like I can drink from the morning to night, no problem. You know, so it definitely is doing something great for my body. And we'll talk about that on the testimonials and stuff. But it's definitely removing those excessive free radicals.
yeah,
We want our water to be moving like this, right? We want it to be live. And that's the great thing with what we have. It puts the water back in that original state of movement, making it lighter. And that's, you don't need to drive all the way to a spring to get your water just like this. We've got something that can just add to your regular water. And I just love how it just transforms it back to its natural state.
yeah. Because when
You
you
know?
go to the river or the ocean, when you're in the sea and you have that water, it's so amazing. Is because the water there is perfect, isn't
Mm,
it? It's crystal,
yeah.
it's clean, and it's give you energy. Just to put your feet in there, you just feel that energy. That water
Hmm.
is perfect. This water is being like perfect because have the rocks, have the energy, the sunlight, oxygen. That's why it's so good to go to the waterfall and feel that water. And if it's clean, you will say, "Oh my God, I love drink this water," because it's nature. It's perfect. But it's not that water come to our house. I wish we have this water come to our house. Then it's
Right.
perfect, isn't it? Well, if it
Yep.
was like that, it's perfect.
Yeah,
But
no
the water
problem.
come to our house is completely different. It stays still in the big container, big tanks. Stay. And there's no way this water can be life. They stay there. First is lose the movement. So it's no movement, stay there. And then after coming to our house in the tubes, what sometimes is very old, and then it's coming to our house. And then you open the tap. Sometimes I don't know, but when you go to the beach in Brazil, and the house stay closed for a few days. When someone go there for the first time after like a month, need to leave the water open for a few minutes because the water is coming like brown. It's horrible. And then you think, oh my God, and this is the water I'm gonna drink it,
Exactly.
isn't it? It's
Yeah.
shock. When you think about that, it's really shock. And then what's happened? The water stay together, stop, no moving, and then where's they become connected to each other, isn't it, Leroy?
Mhm. Yeah. The hard clusters that you have with your regular water. So this is the great thing about what we have with what you're going to see in a minute of how do we get our cells to be hydrated. So if you're just if you've got all these clusters and you're drinking your water, right? So let's just run that on a little bit. You're going to see what happens when you try and drink your water. At best, you're getting partial, right, hydration taking place. It's difficult for that hard water to get penetrate your cells. So that's when you have water that does not hydrate, partial hydration at best. And then what we bring to the table is the magnet. We magnetize that water now. Some people think, oh, how does the magnet work? What's that going to do to your water? Well, check this out. When you add the magnet now, it's going to break down those clusters, just allowing it to be lighter, easier to absorb. And so, the after effect, people like myself struggle to drink water. I now love drinking water. Why? Because this just makes it so much lighter, easier, and of course, it's going to absorb. And so, a lot of us, unfortunately, we're drinking water daily and just not getting the benefits, right? It's just not absorbing. It's not getting to where it should do. So, that in itself is fantastic. Really amazing.
I love to see that. And that
Yeah.
we're gonna just show something just for you have I understand better how this project works.
First, the water that most people drink has lost its original structural characteristics from when it was alive in nature. In springs, streams, and rivers, water is constantly moving. This favors its oxygenation, in addition to its structure being composed of small molecules, which increases its hydration power in the body. When water is stored or kept in containers, its surface tension is altered. Thus, it becomes much heavier, with the formation of large molecule clusters, which are completely disorganized and lose oxygen. This molecular change compromises the penetration of water into cells that form organ tissues. But the original characteristics of water, so necessary for a good cellular hydration, can be restored. This is where magnetic treatment comes in. When water is subjected to a magnetic field, an event called hydrolysis occurs, which means breaking up of water. That is, the movement caused by the molecules causes a rupture of the clusters and promotes rearrangement into much smaller structures. Thus, these H2O molecules penetrate the cells much more easily, promoting better cellular hydration and cleaning. The second point, observed in the various studies carried out with magnetized water, is that it contributes to a reduction of excess of free radicals. How does this happen? When water undergoes magnetic treatment, there is an ionic dissociation, that is, the H2O water molecule formed by two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom breaks up, releasing hydroxyl ions and hydrogen ions. Excess free radicals that are present in the body are negative ions, and they combine with hydrogen ions, forming new H2O molecules, thus removing them from the body. This is a very simple chemical equation that has been observed by several researchers. The third point is about the contribution to the maintenance of blood alkalinity, helping the mechanisms of our body. In hydrolysis, as we have seen, there are negative hydroxyl ions left over. This hydroxyl reacts with magnesium and calcium ions present in vital environments of our body, forming alkaline hydroxyls, in this case, magnesium, and calcium hydroxiles. These reactions help in the maintenance of blood pH and oxygen content. It is for all these reasons that water treated magnetically helps in the maintenance of good health. It increases its hydration power.
Oh, this is a show. Then you can have more idea how this properly work. And this is Senhor Carlos Henrique Pereira da Silva. He's the one created Sylocimol. He's the one created that in 2004. And I met him in Brazil. I went to Brazil because soon I start to see the result in my daughter. I say, oh, I need to know this company. And I went to Brazil because it's my country. And I say, I went for holiday, but then I went to the company. What is in Minas Gerais. And I went there and I spent all day there, talk to him, know the company. And it was amazing to see how much they love this project because they've been working with this since 2004. And when he created Sylocimol, Leroy, it's funny because when you create something and some people don't push you to carry on. This is ridiculous. This is not going to do anything. He's already rich. Why he want to start something? But he said, no, I find this, and I think it's because he find out magnetized water was good for health. And then he said, okay, I'm going to make something. But first one was not this side. He make one, a big one, because he's engineer. So he make big one, and he put in the big container. And then he started seeing his house, because he started using his house first. And then he gave it to because he's got a lot of chickens. And then he's giving to this. And then he started noticing the eggs was getting bigger. And even the chickens was like grow more. And it was not dead. So they separate two parts. And they can see the one have magnetized water, live longer, they was better. And these days, I did something amazing. And of course, some doctor, friends of him say, you crazy. You go to prison, you start to tell people this is good, this is ridiculous. So can you imagine, I'm so glad he didn't stop it. He believed in what he did. He say, I know what I did. And when he talk about, you can see how much passion he's got for his product. Because today, he helped the humanity. And he's got something in Brazil. From ONU, we call the ONU in Brazil, and he got amazing rewards in there because he's been helping for 22 years. He's been helping people in Brazil. And now, of course, his friends know, they believe in him now. And I told him, I'm glad you didn't stop it. I know for him it was very difficult. For 10 years, the people didn't want to even do the test to prove it because he wanted to be proven. He wanted to have scientific proof, not just people drink and see the benefits. No, he wanted the scientific proof. And then, of course, took 10 years, but he didn't give up. He didn't give up because he didn't give up, now we can talk about after 22 years, we started spreading now. And for 18 years, it stayed just in Brazil. Can you imagine? In just a few years, it started here. So it's really amazing to find out we now started to spread this to the world, isn't it? And this is what I told him. Live with us. We're going to spread that, isn't it, Leroy?
Yep, absolutely. It's too good not to.
Yeah.
22 years. So you need to update that.
Yes.
We're now 22 years in the market with evidence, scientific proof. Go on Google Scholar, do your search there, go to your, Google Scholar, not your regular Google, and you'll see articles there to, back up everything we're talking about. I'm always a big believer, documentation beats conversation, my friend. So, if you're like me, you want to see proof, then, we have that certificate of integrity, which just backs up exactly what the company is doing. And to be around 22 years later, I mean, that is a testament to the company and what they're doing. They're obviously doing something right. Expanding way over 20 countries. We're just literally just getting started. People are just hearing about this for the very first time, like myself, after the company's been around almost 22 years and just hearing about it. And now it's just amazing. I can't imagine what my life was like without it, to be honest. Really and truly, it's been such a change, a radical change to my health. I couldn't imagine being out there. And there's the certificate there that we spoke about. The World Health Organization, they declared that the recognition of the suitability of the Brazilian company Timol as the only one complying with the standards and requirements of this institution for adopting a system or method of magnetic water treatment or correction as a system or method of health protection and recovery with scientifically proven efficiency. So again, you want the evidence, you want the science to back it up. Right there, that proves that 10 years after they formed, there was, you got the real validation to say, yeah, we are the ones and we're doing the only one doing it in this way. And so, yeah, very, what's it called? Powerful documentation there. And then again, recognized technology internationally of Sylocimol, which is, for me, the flagship product, guys. This is a product that is really helping so many people get what they need, get nutrition in their cells, get hydrated, get oxygen. Couldn't find a better product to do that. And here you go, my friends. Drum roll moment. This is it. The super water magnetizer and mineralizer. Yeah, as you see here, the benefits, the alkalization of the body, the blood, the increase in bone mineral mass. I say all the time, as we age, we get older, our bones get more brittle. And if they're not receiving the nutrients like what we used to, like loads of us as we age, there's things that we would naturally have and our bodies don't produce it in the same manner anymore. And so we need to give our body what the body needs in order for it to sustain itself. And this is a great product, helping with the bone mineral mass, osteoporosis. This is a big deal. Again, the increase in blood oxygenation that we heard about, and the minerals provided by the green one. So this again, we got, I call this my dynamic duo, my magnet on one side in blue, and the green, which is the minerals, the top H plus. Guys, this two together is a game changer. This product alone, you're not going to need to rush out and next month replace it. This magnet will last you 30 years, 30 years, and then the minerals will last you 3 years, and maybe even last even a little bit longer, but at least 3 years, guys. That's a serious. I think this is the best investment you can make for your health, my friends. Definitely, speaking for myself and many others, definitely they found so much benefits. And this version, the mega one, treats up to 20 liters of water. So, you're going to see some different variations. We have the mini version as well, which will treat up to 3 liters. That's the one Simone has showed in a water bottle, the smaller one. That's the one I have as well. I'll take that with me wherever I go. I've got a 2 liter bottle and got the one at home as well, which has we've got a 15 liter water bottle that we fill up, and we just go straight to the dispenser and drink it straight from there. So many different variations, the most versatile product. You can just take it with you everywhere you go. You never need to be without good water. That's what I love about this, right, Simone? You can take this everywhere, and then go online and do your own research on Sylocimol. Because then we're building up a lot of English speaking testimonials. There's a lot in Portuguese, a stack load, ton loads in Portuguese. So we've got testimonials every week. We go on these Zooms. You hear from different people. We had mind-blowing testimonials last Thursday. In fact, I'm going to post the last Thursday's recording. Some amazing testimonials we were hearing on there. So yeah, this is just a product. We're not here to make health claims. It's just a product giving the body, the cells, exactly what it requires. And without that, we wouldn't have such an amazing product. We wouldn't have a company that's been around 22 years, right? We wouldn't have Simone flying to Brazil and meeting the owner if the product didn't do anything. This wouldn't even be happening. We wouldn't be having this Zoom today, right? So it's definitely amazing what this company's done. And for all of us that have tried a product, we all got a product testimony, which is amazing. Some take it a day or so and they get a testimonial. Some people, we need to wait 90 days or longer. The body is the body, right? We can't speed up what the body say, come on, hurry up, I need to get a testimonial. The body's, but one thing for sure, it's going to be doing something to the body, right, Simone? You've been,
Yes,
you know, people have been on this product a good little while before they started to see some results themselves, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
I remember my daughter, she was very quickly. She didn't believe it from the beginning. She looked at me like, "Oh, mom, you believe in everything." She was like, I say, "And we're gonna drink it." She got a little bit annoyed because I say, "We're gonna drink the water." And then we started with the product,
Mm.
and she was like in 10 days with her was very quickly. Why? Because she's already look after the 30% of the body. She eat well, she go to the gym every day, she work in the gym. So who lives in England know David Lloyd club, and she was the manager there. So she finished work, she stayed there doing the exercise. So since my daughter 2 years old, she started swim. I give her lessons. And then, of course, when 5 years old, she was Taekwondo. When 12 years old, she was black belt in Taekwondo. So, and my son as well. My son was 11 years old when he black belt. So I'm always in sport, and I push my kids to be in sport. So they look after the 30%. They eat well, they do exercise. So what need? The 70%, the water. She needed to change the water. And she was not drinking soft drink, no Coke, things like that. No, water. Everywhere she go, even she go to get a sandwich in McDonald's was sometimes very difficult, but she asked water. Can I have water bottle? She always go for the water bottle. And then when she started drinking this water, first period she used to have a lot of cramps every single month, and it make me cry to see her because she was really really bad. She have to drink sometimes a lot tablets to get dizzy, so she can sleep. Can you imagine? She like drug herself. I need to like drink a lot tablets to get dizzy, and then she can sleep so she doesn't see the day because she's so in much pain. And then when she went to work, was normal day for her. She worked all day. And then when the period comes, she didn't notice. She was like, call me. Because 2 days before, she already feel pain. It started the pain. And that's it. On that day, she just noticed it. She called me, Mom, I need to go home. She was in panic because she didn't know the period is going to come. She didn't feel anything before. And I said, do you want to pick you up? Because me and her get in panic, both in panic. And I was like, I go to pick you up. She said, no, no, I'm leaving. And then she came home, she opened the door, she said, Mommy, I know you wanted to try this water, but you know my pain. I already started drinking the medication. She was like in panic. I said, Jasmine, calm down. Calm down. The late say 2 months, 3 months. We started last week, 10 days. It's not, no, don't worry about it. It's not now. And then she slept all night. That night for me was like, what's going on? She slept all night because she didn't let me sleep as well, because she sleep with me in bed. And all night I need to make a massage on her back and see she cry. I can hear her cry all night with pain. So to see my daughter slept all night, I feel like what's going on? And this was amazing for me. And that's why I don't go anywhere with this product. If I go to the Uber talk, if I go talk to the taxi, anywhere I go, I try to tell them. And I give my number. Say, look, this is my number. Take my number. If you're interested to know more about it, talk to me. Call me. I'm going to tell you something amazing for your life. I go to everywhere. I don't know people. If I'm in the street, one day I was on the train and I saw the lady in front of me and started sneeze. I say, look, get my number. And I start tell her, I give my number to everybody. I say, take my number. If you need something amazing, you call me. But I need to tell everybody because it's something amazing. That's why in Brazil for 18 years, now it's 22 years, but you have so many testimonies. Just myself in 4 years, I've been around more than 3,000 people. I've been helping this time. So how can I not be so excited about to talk about this? It's impossible not be too excited. I have so amazing. My sister find a breast cancer, and to see her, we find out about this was in panic. And then of course I say, please just help yourself. Drink this water because she's already had the product, but she didn't care. She used sometimes, sometimes she used, sometimes not. And she drink any water. But then when she used the treatment, she helped her a lot. And this for me was my bless. She finished chemo and she went home and or went to party, normal day for her. And this is what we want, isn't it? To have normal day. When my daughter have cramps, she have normal day, isn't it? No in pain. And this is what we talk about here. I'm gonna stop here. I don't know if we have some people here today and want to share with us, because really this project we need to share. We need to use this and need to drink the water and need to share, isn't it, Leroy?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna post Thursday's meeting as well, for you guys to check out later on. We had a great meeting on there, made powerful testimonials. And then if you're new today, like for me, guys, I mean, I've had this pain in my hip going on a couple of years, right? When I hit my 50s, it was like all these different pain, sciatica and stuff. Never even thought I would be fall into that. And man alive, that wasn't a nice feeling. I tell you that. And then I just had this pain in my hip, just wouldn't go. And I, go to the physio. And as I'm telling you, and as I'm speaking to you, I can't believe how good I feel in my hip now. But just going to the physio regularly, going to and this was in the UK and here, um, you know, going to sorry, the chiropractor, and then the physio and stuff like that. Still couldn't get to the root of it, and it was just so annoying. It was literally like embedded in my hip, why this pain would flare up every now and then. And then I decided to try out this water. I've been hearing so much about it. I get to London, and I within a week I just was talking randomly to somebody about this pain in my hip, and I realized I wasn't even having the pain. We're just having a conversation. I said, "Yeah, I've got this water, for this hip pain." And I said, "You know what? I can't remember when I was, you know, fussing over it because it was always there." And then I realized, man, this thing is working. Like it works so quickly. I was surprised. If I knew, if I really thought about it, I would have made sure on that day when I started and see how long it took. But it was so quick, less than a week of me taking the product, and I was like, man, this is amazing. So for sure, this is, and now what we now we're in June, so the pain that I've been struggling with for months upon months, years, is like wow, subsided. And I know if I'm not drinking water, I will start to feel a bit, it there. But even not even that, not even close to what it was before. And I just start to drink my water, and I'm like, oh yeah, my body's telling me, give me water, my friend, give me water. And it's as simple as that. Yeah. So we're not telling people to change their buying habits and doing this. No, just plunk this in your water and drink. Can't think of anything more easy to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so straightforward. So yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing.
Like I say, this when I saw that and I see everybody and I say, oh, it's good, you nice business. I want to do that because water, everybody drink water, so it's gonna be amazing business. But I really didn't have idea how amazing this project, isn't it? Because you say, oh,
Mm,
it's good, it's business for when you're looking for a big. Because I was looking for work, so I was healthy already. So I just, oh, it's gonna be good. Help people drink good water. But when I start to get the testimony,
mm,
oh my God, I feel like, isn't it, Leroy? Because now you
mhm.
know this feeling.
Yeah.
When I tell people about the feeling I have, when I hear people say, this was amazing, this is like that, this, Simone, can you believe this happened to me? My God, my heart is like
Mm,
so happy. I feel so happy because I say yes for this project.
mm,
First, I want to try. So I say yes for try the project. Even my daughter laughed with me. She laughed from, say, Mommy, this is ridiculous. What is water? Mom, you believe in everything. She was like, you know, but I said to her, my friend told me, let's try, just try. And this is what I did, try. So this is my first yes. And
mhm.
the second, okay, I need to spread. I need to tell everybody. And that's why I say I'm 4 years with this project. And when I went to the company, I told him my first job outside from my city in São Paulo was in Uberlândia, where is the company. So it's amazing because my first time I went out from work, I was nearly 18. I was not 18 yet. And I went for work and it was in this city, Uberlândia. So my first time I went out from my city to go for work was in Uberlândia. And after, I don't know, 40 years, I don't know, 40 years after, I come back to work with the same seat.
Wow.
And I told him, this is amazing because I cried because I said, oh my God, my first job was in this city and in so many cities in Brazil. And I went there for first time with 17
Wow.
years old. And then I come back after 40 years to start work with the companies, the same seat. And I told him, and he said, it's going to be your last company you're going to work. I said, definitely. I'm not going to leave you guys. And today I am part of the group who do the presentation in Portuguese because we have 70,000 people work in Brazil with this company in Brazil to sell this product in Brazil. And to see this small group in Brazil, 70,000, is still a small group because now we start to spread this. And I know it's going to be big here outside. And I do the presentation like tomorrow. I'm gonna do every week, Mondays and Tuesdays. They have a presentation as well in Portuguese, and it's amazing to know it's a product where it's every week you're gonna learn. You don't know. Okay, so when I start to do the business, but I don't know to talk about. I cannot explain yet. I know it's good because I drink the water. I know it's good, but I don't know how to explain it. The dissociation, how break the molecules. I don't understand. How can I explain that? Just send it then to the life. Send it to us. We're gonna help you. Yeah. So this is a bless. Thank you, Alex, for being here with us. And is a bless. This project is really a bless. So if someone is here, isn't it, Leroy? You wanted to share, it's gonna make us
Yeah.
very happy.
Yeah. Raise your hand. Let us know.
Yes,
Don't be shy. Raise your digital hand. And yeah, love to hear from you.
it's really good.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I have a lot of testimony. I have a lot of people. What make me so happy? We have Carmi. Carmi, she's now in Guinea-Bissau in Africa, and she's being helped her family. And it's been amazing. I think this week she's gonna have a meeting with a lot of doctors in there. So you see,
Okay.
we go and we talk to doctors. We help the doctors. We have a doctor in Nigeria, Dr. Royal, and amazing when he can come and talk about. It's so amazing to hear from him. My first time when he's come and talk to me, I was just with my hands here because my tears was coming down to see. He say how many people he's been helping, all his patients, and it's something. I'm blessed when you know he has a doctor who trusts. He try. He's a Natalia's friend. He tried the water and he say, okay, I'm gonna help my patient now. And he say, this is a bless. And I'm part of this family because then we become a family. We always together. We always talk. Like I was busy traveling a lot. I went to Brazil in 2 months twice, and I've been traveling a lot. And Leroy was doing all the meetings, and I always, when I can, I quickly I want to see even the phone when I was driving. And it's so nice because we help each other here because we just don't want to stop talk about this. We want to spread. And that's why if you are here and drinking this water, give it to your neighbor, talk to your neighbor, give the water to your neighbor. Just make sure they drink the right amount so they can see the result. Or maybe your neighbor don't want, but maybe your neighbor knows someone needed this water. Sometimes they say, oh, no, I'm healthy. Like my daughter say, no, I don't need, I'm healthy, mommy. I'm okay. But we need to carry on, keep it healthy. This is what we need to be healthy, isn't it? This is the most important. Like I say, when we have a lot of money, we can have a lot of money. But if you don't have your health, this money, you're just going to spend all this money to get your health back. So just
Definitely.
look after. We have something amazing here. And
Okay.
if you don't try, maybe one day you're going to find someone who need it and you cannot tell any testimony to this person because you didn't try. And that's
So
why I'm glad I try. I'm
mhm.
glad I
we've
try.
got a question in there in the chat. What is the right amount to drink?
Yeah. So depends how much you weight. Yeah, because if you're someone 50 kilos, it's okay 2 liters. Yeah, 2 liters is perfect for someone who weight 50 kilos. And then today I went to drop a product, and then I told him, oh, if you're 60 kilos is around 2 liters and 400, something like that. You need to drink 600 in the morning. So I explained to him because all depends how's your work as well. And then he said, oh my God, I'm going to need to drink more than 4 liters. And I say, just go slow. You don't gonna first day drink 4 liters. Don't worry about it. It's not like that. You're gonna do a process. Like first day, you're gonna start it. Second day, if you add a little bit until you get used to this water, because this water is light. So it's not like before. The water isn't is heavy.
Yeah. Hmm.
Then you cannot drink it. And that's why all depends how much you weigh, because then you're going to need to feed your cells. So this is the point. When you drink is to feed yourself. So if you're 50 kilos, 2 liters is perfect. Yeah. So you drink 600, and then during the day, every hour, try to drink a glass of water. I love drink my water like that. My water's always like that. So always, or I have my glass or I have my water bottle. I love it. So just try to drink how much your body needed. Just to, okay, every half an hour, I'm going to drink 1 glass. Every half an hour, I'm going to remember, put the alarm on my phone, because sometimes you forget. You're busy, busy, busy. Oh my God, I didn't drink water today. Sometimes you spend all day. You just drink because you're thirsty. So try to put the alarm, half an hour, and try to drink. Because I used to drink, I thought I drink a lot, but it was just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. And one day, all day, 1 liter. Because I drink just a little bit, a little bit. When I talk a lot, I
Hmm.
drink a little bit. That's it. But there is not the point. The water needs to be hydrated.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're
Yes,
going to have a question here about training, having training so we can promote the business.
yes, that's it. Let's do it. Let's start it. So we can organize in a Leroy. We can make
Yeah,
a
we need to,
we can
for
make a
sure.
day just for we training ourselves. And I know these meetings, Leroy do every week, twice a week. This is a training because you listen every time Leroy say how much important to drink the right amount. So every like people say it's money, everybody can drink it. Yes, everybody can drink. The only person, now I'm gonna correct it about the right amount.
Hmm.
Someone, the doctor say you just need 500 ml, just less than a liter, 700, something like that. If your doctor tell you you need just 700 or 1 liter, this is how much you're gonna drink. You need to follow what your doctor say, because sometimes people have a problem and cannot drink enough, a lot of water. They just allowed to drink one liter because they are doing treatment. So then is 1 liter, you're gonna drink 1 liter. But if you are healthy or normal, like the doctor didn't say anything about to drink just 1 liter, then you drink the right for your body. Then you calculate how much you weight times 4. So I always put like 60 kilo times 4, so like 2 liters and 400. This is always the way I do. And 600 in the morning, and the rest of the day I drink the right amount. So every time we talk here, and you asking questions, this is a training as well. But we need to be together, or then you can guess the questions is an answer in questions and answer. So it's gonna be good for we spread more. And then
Yeah.
yes, just let me know
You-
which day you want for people already work with us. To just when you do about the business, the meeting about the business is Mondays or Thursdays.
Oh, normally today I go into the comp plan, but we're talking about, more for deeper, for people in the business so they understand the business more as opposed to just a presentation. So you would definitely need to have that one of those days scheduled so that we can get everybody to
Okay.
lock in on a Zoom or something.
Yeah, just let me know if you're interested to do tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow is no, not tomorrow.
No, we
Or
need
I
to
have
give proper
Portuguese
notice.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday. If you need a Wednesday, we can have a present. We can organize for the group to work together now and spread it out.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And
Cool.
someone here wants to
You're-
know the business part. We can give like 5 minutes, isn't it, Leroy?
Yeah, I think we should because Mondays on Thursdays I don't talk about the business, so I think let's you can go through maybe the different ways we can earn money through the plan.
Okay. Yeah, so for the person who just want to, you want to know their business. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's good to know if someone is here, want to know about the business, how this
Mhm.
work. Like I say, when I first time I heard about this was 1 hour about the presentation. And then of course the second hour was for, okay, I want to know about the business. How can I be part of this business? How can I spread this? Because maybe you're in England, but maybe you're like Leroy in Canada, in another country. Like we have now spread a lot. So we have in Nigeria, we have in Cape Verde, we have in Guinea-Bissau, Ghana, Luxembourg, Holland, German, New York. I have like people starting now in New York, Portugal. So I have even in Saudi Arabia, and I'm going soon to Dubai. So I know maybe you know someone in different country. That's why I think this project is a bless because you're gonna work helping people. You're gonna work with something everybody needs is water. Everybody needs water. Everybody drink water, and everybody been drink dead water. What we have here is something amazing. Make your water life. So it's really gonna help you drink more water. Yeah. So I'm gonna I just saw a little bit. Leroy, you gonna use your presentation or
You've got this. You got the slides on there, or otherwise
just
I
gonna?
could share mine.
Okay, I think if you can share, because then you talk about the business, and I'm here to help. If you can, if you have,
All right.
I have a little bit here. If you want, I share.
Yeah, you share.
I
I'm
share.
just
Okay,
bringing it up, but yeah, if you got it there, then
okay,
share.
okay. So for who interested to know about the business,
Because there's
how can
people asking, they want to know about the business.
so this is we're gonna start here to show you. Here is the and for the person who just interested to do just to drink the water first, just talk to the person who invite you. They're gonna explain more. If you have any questions, you can ask the person. Yeah. So like we say, a great product creates a great business. That because magnetized water is essential. Everybody need it. And how work is normal. Yeah. Normally the company make the product, but it goes for everyone, isn't it, Leroy? I like when you explain. It's good.
Hmm.
I like it
Yeah.
when you talk about the business.
All right. Yeah. We we have these different chains, right? Going from the industry, and then it goes to the warehouse, the wholesaler, the warehouse, and then supermarket, and then finally we buy it, and everybody gets a piece of the action. But we remove all of that. It's middlemen and direct to customer. So we get to deal directly with the company, and then our customer deals with us. So we're the interface between the two, and then that way, all the money that these companies might have spent on advertising and getting the word out, you get paid that. You are now rewarded through sharing it. Yeah, and it's no different that if you went to a film recommended, you might have check out this new movie or check out this amazing restaurant. We know the restaurant doesn't reward you, but you do that here, you're going to get rewarded. So yeah, we show you how if you want to share this product, and this is just showing the retail sales. So if this is the first way of making money, right, through the retail. So somebody you want to go into that. If you want to sell direct to your customer, how many of those you sell in a week. So this is giving an example, just to be clear, guys. There's we have the mini and we have the mega combo, and this one is on the mega combo sales. So if you was to retail and sell at least five of them. You know, like when you do any form of business, the more you do, the better discount you get. So we have that option here on the mega combo. So if you did sold more than five of those, you now get the product at a better price. Can you have you got the slides in euros or is it just in dollars?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's better. So the price point, and you know, we've got this is an international business, so we've got people in the States, we've got people in Europe, UK. So we're just going to show you an example with euros. If you get the product now at a cheaper price, you can now earn a lot more money on the mega combo. So let's say you sold one a week, you know, Monday to Friday, you started to share this. And when we're talking about sharing, we're not talking about having to do a presentation. It could be like Simone said, she could have met somebody, she give them their details and they want to find out more about the product. She might send some information about how the product works, some testimonials or whatever. And somebody said, you know what, I need that product. I want to get it. You've just sold one that week and then you do another one. So if you did that 4 weeks of the month, you make 720 euros on that $180 dollar product. Okay, selling one of those. What if you did three in a week? So instead of just doing the one, you actually sold three. Now, and even before I talk about the three in a week, the one in a week to make 720 euros extra a month. I mean, this is like chump change. This is you know, quite significant for selling four product. All right, in a month, and you're making over 700 euros. That's pretty substantial. So if you did three in a week, you can be ending up making over 2,000 in a month. Now, again, I don't know what you're paying for your rent, your mortgage, your car note, a loan, credit card bills, whatever. I'm sure if you're consistent with this and you're making over 700, maybe even 2,000 in a month, what options could that give you in your life? So this is when you start writing down what you would want to get out of the business. Just remind you guys, this is just the first income stream that we're talking about. And then if you do even more than that, you know, and you did five in a week, you're making over 3,600. So, you know, again, there's various products that we have. But just to give you an example with one, how much money you could just make on the one product coming through your household. So it's pretty significant, right, Simone?
Yes, this is
Yeah.
amazing because, like I say, you can just don't need to work close to you. You can send it to any country. So if you know someone in America, you can send it to America. So can you imagine you can send it anywhere because it's coming like that in the box, and then you just pack it in the box, protect, and send it, isn't it? So that's why it's so amazing. It's something easy
Yeah,
to spread and send it to any country. Yeah,
exactly. For that.
Antonietta, do you want to say something? You open your microphone.
Yeah, I have this with my work.
Oh,
I will give him
this,
on Thursday.
I cannot
Can you hear
understand.
say
me?
that again.
Larry, I'm at work. I can't. I'm not available, but on Thursday I will give my testimony.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Just close your microphone, okay, my love?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay.
All right. You want to put that? You got that in euros, right?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. All right. Do you want to cover that, or you want me to?
No, you carry on.
All right. So the other aspect of earning income. So if you're writing this down, this is your second way of earning income. Of course, once somebody comes into the program, you're going to earn from their, you know, their purchase, which is great. So the company rewards you for bringing on a new client for the company. And so if somebody comes in at the silver membership, we've got three different membership levels: silver, starting from silver, we've got the gold franchise, and we've got the platinum. So the silver franchise comes with the mega product that you just saw. So if somebody comes on board and wants to do exactly what you're doing, you're going to make 80 euros from that. If they then decide you speak to somebody else, they can come in at the gold membership level and you're going to earn 161 euros. and that comes with the mega and the mini. So again, what I love about this company, they have a franchise model, but you're not just buying a franchise with a piece of paper for you to do business. No, you're actually getting product, so you can do something from day one, as opposed to just starting and then having to order products. So you've got something straight out the gate you can use. And if you decide to come in at the silver membership level, do some sales, make some business, you can upgrade yourself to the membership, the next membership level, or the higher one. You know, depending on how much business you've got going on, you can use your profit. And I would recommend that when we start talking a bit more about the plan, you can upgrade that because you can earn more for doing the same amount of work that you're already doing. And we have the platinum level at 322 euros. Again, same product offering, but you get earn more from the compensation model the higher up you go. So that's the projection, and so it's worth you reinvesting back into your business when you make the money. Yeah, so that's your option. Okay, move next slide. So we have a direct fast start bonus. Okay, so if you want to get started out quickly out the gate, and let's say the one thing I like about this company and how they've organized themselves, we have what we call a unilevel plan as well as a binary plan. So the people that you personally introduce, customers or associates, you know, they are your direct, so you're going to earn direct income from that activity, like I showed you on the previous slide. But what about the people that they know? So just showing an example, if you share it with Tom, for example, Tom shares it with a couple of his friends, you're going to get rewarded. If that's done within a 45-day period, you're going to receive what we call a quick start bonus. So you get your referral bonus and then the fast start bonus on the people that you don't know, the indirects. And let's be frank, you're not going to know I don't know how many levels now of people that have joined you, Simone, but as you are growing in this, there's going to be people in levels that you have no clue who they are. But yet you did the work once, which I love about this, and you're going to get rewarded just because you started the initial conversation with somebody. You just don't know who those people might end up knowing, and before you know it, you've got a business that's outgrown where you live. It's in another country, it's anywhere, right? Up and down the country. So you can these bonuses range from around $30 odd, 30 odd euros, I should say. These are showing in Brazilian reals, but if you convert that, you'll see from the silver franchise to the platinum franchise, these are extra bonuses, and all of it's calculated. You don't even need to worry about that. Every single thing is tracked in your back office where you can see where your bonuses came from, which is pretty amazing. So again, help your friends and then you'll get rewarded as well. So we have the binary bonus, which again is another income stream. And this is where, you know, you're going to earn as your business grows. And we recommend, you know, the company's minimums, don't make it your maximum. You know, 2 left and right is what we talk about to start a binary, but you don't want to limit yourself. You want to have, you know, extra, and we'll show you one of the bonuses, why you want to have at least minimum of 3 to go and upwards, because you're going to just benefit and your organization is going to benefit by doing that. But let's just look at the example here. If you had 4 people on your level 1, that means 4 people you would have referred to the program, and then they started to do exactly the same. Okay, this is just numbers being numbers, everybody duplicating the same, everybody going out and getting 4. That $36 euro bonus for, say, referring a gold franchisee, what happens when they upgrade from gold to platinum? You're going to earn that money again, guys. So it's not just that one-time deal here. We're just showing you a projection of what could happen. And then those people that we mentioned, you're going to earn that, as well as what we call your unilevel bonus, because of the people that you personally introduced. But now all the indirect people that you don't know that lands on your levels, that's going to also reward you constantly. So if you bring them in, great, you're going to get those bonuses that we showed at the beginning from 80 euros up. And if somebody else brings them in because of their part of your organization, you're now going to get an extra bonus paid on top, all without your intervention, which is amazing. Okay, so again, another income stream. Let's go to the next one. I think we're on
You
income
just
number
need to
stream.
bring four. Start with four people. You bring just four, and
Yeah.
that's why how it grows.
Again, this is showing an example with number four. If you want to switch to the euro slide, and I'll show you what it is in euros. Pretty much the same as it is in dollars anyway. But this is showing you, again, just on the one product, on the combo product, you're going to earn a residual. So when people, at least once a month, they want to keep their business active, and they're buying products for their business, and also to make sure they lock in the points. We have a point system, which we won't go through all the details now. We have a point system that converts into capital. And so again, that same four, imagine those same four buying their product. You might think, oh, it's only $2.27. I can't even buy a Happy Meal. You don't want to buy a Happy Meal anyway. But you know, when you start to add up the numbers, okay, look at your level three as time goes on. One thing I love about this company is that it's got track record, it's got history. It's been around 22 years. You don't think there's people that have got levels on there, and this again up to the 10th level, all right, where you can earn this money. So again, this is income that's coming in, and you're not necessarily doing anything for it. You've already done the initial work. Now people are just taking care of their own business, but you're earning an override. Let's look at level five, for example. You're earning an additional 2,000 euros. With you had maybe at that point over 1,000 people on your level five, all buying, and you're earning a piece of that, a clip of that every month. So that just adds to your other bonuses that we spoke about earlier. And again, going from platinum, emerald, you double the bonuses. So we have a whole career plan that takes you up to black diamond, and I think double diamond, where you can benefit from these additional bonuses as you grow. So don't look at what it's like now. Look at where it can be down the road. Okay, that's a U level bonus. So as I mentioned here, there's a qualifying bonus that you can benefit from, and this, my friends, all the way to black diamond. Just having 3 directs will qualify you for this additional bonus that the company added. Again, based on volume. But what I love about this as well, the fact we don't have to constantly bring in a brand new 3 people a month to qualify. I see some comp plans, they're all about recruiting, recruit every month just to qualify. It's like you're jumping through hoops. What I love about what this company has done, they've made it very straightforward. 3 people will qualify you for the top of the plan. And like I said, don't make their minimums your maximum. You want to at least, double that, just like driving your car. Even though you've got 4 good tires on and they work perfectly well, you wouldn't just depend on them, because you never know what might happen, right? So again, you always want to have additional to make sure nobody falls off the edge of the earth and you can't get hold of them anymore, right? So make sure you've got your security in that manner there. So again, this, I don't know if this is income number stream 6, but I think we are on number 6. Oh, and this is your franchisee amounts to get started with. So again, 840 euro. We're kind of like, if you do the reverse engineer what I just showed you from the income stream number 1, once you get involved in this and you've got one product, to let's say you came in with a silver membership, you got that one product. That one product, of course, you're going to be using it. There you go, Simone showing it there. You want to use it, you want to get a testimonial from it, you can sample it, people can come and try it and stuff like that, and then they will be like, man, this water is different. Yeah, absolutely. And if you've been around this community long enough, you'll hear some of the testimonials even after 24 hours. In some cases, I've had some of the most mind-blowing testimonials of friends I've known for over a decade, and what they've told me, they have no reason to lie. They've all actually gone on to buy the product. I can't believe that if I wasn't involved myself, I couldn't believe what I'm hearing. And again, this is just through sampling the product. In fact, Simone was actually one of the events we did in London, where I had a guest come over and try the product, and it was like, the next day, mind blowing. So you can do that with the silver membership, and then upgrade yourself. If you want to go to the other level, if you have the funds, go in where you fit in. Some people have the funds to go straight to platinum. You're going to have more bonuses from the comp plan from day one, as opposed to somebody who starts at silver and is to make their way up there. Regardless of which level you come in, guys, just get in where you fit in and get started, because this, my friend, is actually a real product, a real company, paying real money, as you see here. Never had a problem paying out, and I've only been here several months, and everything just works as it should do. So there you go. Again, whoever's invited you on can obviously go through your options with you and best ways of getting about it. We've had some people who've actually pre-sold the product. You know, they've before they've even got their franchise in. You know, they've started to share it with people, and they're like, they don't need to sample. They want the product. They're like, my God, are you telling me this can do X, Y, Z for me, or help me with this? Yeah, absolutely. And so, you know, a lot of people are willing just to give it a go because they've tried so many other things, and it hasn't worked for them. So again, you can almost pre-sell the product to help you from day one. So guys, that's how you can get started with the comp plan, and actually start earning money from it. Again, we will be going into more deeper details on that. In fact, somebody show the last slide on that PowerPoint. I just want to bring up that last image where it shows the career plan. I normally always like to end it on that one because it shows how not just what I've just showed you there, but the company has, you know, a whole career plan for people that really want to, you know, take this to the next level. As such, you can turn this from a part-time gig into a full-time gig. Do you have it, or do you want me to post it? You should have it on your one. Yeah, the one before that. The go to the previous slide. Yeah, that one there. So as you can see there, just made that bigger for me. You can see there that there's currency here. There's points. There's a point system that turns into money. There's people who've won trips. Okay, there's people who've won the equivalent of the cost for a laptop, a phone, cars. People won car rewards, all this kind of stuff, right? So there's different points that will accumulate into money, obviously based on where you are. They're not just going to ship a cell phone to you if it doesn't make sense. They'll give you the points, they'll give you the money where you can exchange it and stuff like that. But to show you that from the levels that you go in these gemstones, all the way up to diamond, double diamond, 2 stars, actually even more diamonds, 3 diamonds, 3-star diamond, and 5-star, which is the max. So people have won these cars, won these rewards because of the compensation model again, and this it's all there for us to benefit from. Okay, and not obviously the more we know about it, the more we can go for it. So just gives you an idea that there's a lot for those of you who are looking to supplement your income and even just take it to another level. The company has a lot of things here that can help you make more money than what I've just shown you. Okay, so with that, we'll wrap it up. We're over the hour mark for sure, but we do these calls on a Monday that we try to go more into how you can earn money as well as, you know, enjoy the benefits of a fantastic product. We need to have the both, right? We need to have the money to go alongside our longer living life. You know, I think somebody you said an extra 10 to 15 years. You know, if you reduce the damage that's been taking place in your body, you can live a much more fruitful life. Not just a life that's just, you know, just waiting for God to call you home. No, a life that's vibrant. You're doing stuff. You're contributing. You're having your best life in your older years. And you know, this is what we want for all of us, our loved ones, our friends, our family, to have a better quality of life whilst we're here. All right. So with that said, Simone,
Yeah,
you close out the meeting. Anything you want to say to wrap
yeah.
us up?
I just want to say it's something like when you see to become the first you start to buy a franchise, and then second you say, okay, I have some friends I can bring, different country, doesn't matter which country they are living, they can work with us, and doesn't matter which age, you know, which language, doesn't matter. We need everybody because we need to spread. Like I say, it's been 18 years just in Brazil, so we need to spread this project. People need to know about that. And then if you bring 2 persons, and then this person bring another 2, or you bring 4 people, you start to grow your business. So you start with 4, 5, 6 people. And then with 3 people, if you are 3, you become a leader
Yeah.
in your group. And then of course the bonus for Unilevel is grow more,
Mm.
25%. So
Just
when you
one
become
more
a
thing,
big,
Simone. Go back to the previous slide. I just want to, while you touched on that, I just want to mention something. We spoke about getting, you know, for those of you who are looking to, you know, go through the levels, right? So two directs, but if you sell 5 of this Sylocimol, you're going to get the discount after the 5th purchase. So to qualify for that, which is something that I didn't mention previously, you need to have 2 directs as part of that to get that cheaper discount on the product. So, and then, so I wanted to make sure that's clear.
Yeah, so that's it. You put 2 person, you buy 5 product, and then the 6th product you get is gonna be cheaper, so you get more
Yeah.
money. You decide just to sell product, I'll put just 2 people. Find friends who need work. Sometimes you have a friend who lost a job, or someone need the extra money and go for driving or something. Maybe they want to spend more time at home with the family, so they can come and work with us. And it can be like an hour, half an hour you talk to one person, half an hour you talk to another person. So you can work an hour a day, extra an hour, but you can talk to 2 people about something you already try, you already use it. So then more people you bring. If you bring 6 people, you just need 6 to grow in this company. And this is something go ask the person who invite. They're gonna tell you more about it, yeah. But just think about if you bring 6 people, and these 6 people bring more people, bring more people, bring more people, and that's why this is gonna grow a lot. The girl who brought me, she has 6,000 people, 6,000 people, and she just brought 25 people. She brought 25. And she told me she didn't know how to work this. She just started bring everybody. So she said, okay, I don't need any more. I just 25 people and I'm okay now. So that's it. And now she has 6,000 people. And this can happen. Like I say, 70,000 people in Brazil start to work with these people. And she started just 6 years ago. So this can grow bigger and bigger. So just think about, do I know 6 person? Any country, doesn't matter how old they are. That's it. They start to work with us and spread this project. So don't need, for me to get diamond, how many people I need? 6. You still 6. But these 6 gonna bring more 6 each one. Can you imagine how grow is gonna be really amazing. That's why I say we started this business. We started this outside Brazil. So that's why it's so amazing, isn't it, Leroy? It's something we just started here. So people start to know about it.
Mm-hmm.
In Brazil, is a lot of people doesn't know. Yes, like we have a meeting yesterday with Brazilian people coming here to UK, and I will start to tell about the presentation. She never heard about it.
Oh.
She never heard about this project, and she lives in Brazil. So it's everybody needs to know about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we are. I think we are just literally at the pioneering stage where, you know, we are the business. We are trying to get this certain things translated and stuff like that. We're at that point, but it's great. So it's a great opportunity, and yeah, we've got a company that wants this market to be big. So yeah, we just need to make it happen, guys. So that, yeah. So with that,
We can go to Brazil. We can go to Brazil and say, okay, I want to start this business, but I want to see the company. Let's go. You're
yeah,
gonna meet. You can meet the owner, the company. You can go to the place. There is
mm-hmm.
there. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
something you just go online and just know the company online. No, no, no. It's a building there. 22 years in there. So we can go there like I did. I say, okay, I want to know more about this. And I went there to make sure what I was doing. And that's why I'm so pleased to start it. I love this project. And if I have to talk, I do talk every day. If I have to do meeting every day, I do meeting every single day because it's a bless. So Leroy, thank you so much
Oh,
for
welcome.
having me here with you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
pleasure. Next one on Thursday, same time, guys, same channel. And yeah, put the word with the CEO. Give us a little summer incentive, so that we will qualify for a trip to Brazil or whatever. So tell him we're up for it. Okay,
Let's start
put the
it.
word out. All right.
Just give us a call and we
Yeah.
start straight
Right.
away.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do. Take care,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you very much,
Augusta.
Eva.
Take care.
Thank you very much.
Take care,
God
guys.
bless you.
Bless you all. Amanda.
Bye. Have a good night,
All the
everyone.
best. Take care, guys. Have a blessed one.